Weather became even more unbearable for residents of the Marine Drive apartments last night when a power outage not only kept them in the dark, but without fans or air conditioners. News 4's Brittany Smallwood joins us now live from the Marine Drive apartments with the latest. Brittany.
Good afternoon, Alina. I'm live out front of the Marine Drive apartments, where earlier today some residents told me that without power last night, it was so unbearable to breathe with all of the heat while they were inside these tall brick towers that are behind me. But luckily, power was restored earlier this morning, and it was originally thought it was going to be a quick fix, but it turns out it won't be. In the middle of one of the hottest summer nights, the power went out at the Marine Drive apartments around 8 in the evening.
I noticed that the power went off, and I thought it's like just my floor or my building, and come to find out it was the whole complex.
7 towers with elderly residents and families with young children were without power for hours. Elevators were stopped and residents could only use the stairs, but with no electricity, the lights were out in the hallway. One elderly resident said regardless of the conditions, he wanted to make it to his apartment on the 11th floor.
Oh, it was dark. Oh yeah, real dark, but I had a flashlight in my car, and with that, if I didn't have that, I wouldn't have been able to call out.
The doors to each tower had to remain open last night because they run on electricity. It only added another concern for the residents because they were worried about rats coming in. Joe Macia is the resident-elected commissioner at the towers. He says once the blackout happened, an engineer and the National Grid were immediately called. They first thought it was a National Grid issue, but after doing inspections, they realized it was an in-house problem.
The generators and the power system here has been since 1950 when the buildings were built, so they never have been upgraded. So what happened was, what we think and what we're not sure of yet, is one of the transformers blew.
The power was restored to all towers early Wednesday morning because temporary generators were brought in. Back live here at the Marine Drive apartments, and Macia says crews are already working to fix the problem, and we spoke with a National Grid representative, and they said that they should be shutting down some pumps right now, and they also will be possibly shutting down a Metro Rail traffic signal. Reporting live, Brittany Smallwood, News 4 at noon.